Hello, friends, and welcome to Stan's Cutlery Universe. And first off, this being February 14th, I want to say Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Well, the Emperor and Donkey, they've kind of sort of worked things out. They're not exactly the best buds anymore, but they're working. We got the disagreement about, everything going, and the Emperor's just having a hard time of getting over, getting peed on. You know what? I can't blame him. I would too, but that's enough about that. On this episode of Frosty Friday, I am going to talk about one of my favorite Frost Cutlery patterns. And to my knowledge, in recent times, like right now, they are the only company actually making this pattern in any size. And that is the Choctaw. And you ask, what's the Choctaw pattern? Well, let me wipe one of these down so it's not fingerprinted all to death, and I'll show you. This is the Choctaw. This is the regular size one. It is a beautiful knife. Look at this nice, like copperhead type horn here, so you don't catch the edge of the blade. Very well centered. Now, when you first look at that, if you're like me, you're like, dude, why would you like that type of lockback? That thing looks so uncomfortable. Well, I'd be the first one to tell you you're wrong, because that's what I used to think too. I used to think these were the crappiest things ever until I actually held on to one. Look at it, and it's good build quality. Frost, makes some good stuff, especially when you get into stuff like this. You got red, white, and blue bone with American flag shield. Yeah, my blade's a little on the dirty side. Let me wipe that down. This one here is 440 stainless, and yes, of course, it is China. It's a Steel Warrior brand. But this thing is just, look at this. Even with my big hands, and this is the standard size one. I believe this is oh wait, I got my measuring stick right here. Hang on, give me a second. Let me try and grab it. Got it. I believe this one is just over 4 inches closed. Nope, just under 3 7/8. And full length is just 6.5 inches. But this one actually fits my hands pretty good. And you'd think that little lip right there would hurt, but it doesn't. It actually feels really, really good. And this is the standard size Choctaw. I really do like these. I truly do. It's not just, like I said, if you think, man, they look uncomfortable, they look funky. Hey, I'm right there with you, because that's how I felt about them too. And then I got a couple and I was like, oh my gosh, these things feel amazing. Continuing on with another one of that same size. Got kind of a pearl here. This is probably I don't believe this is true pearl. This is probably that pearl essence swirl that they make, because it just doesn't look like real pearl. I mean, yeah, it's not real pearl, but it still looks good. Again, just very well built. You're going to get a little gapping on lockbacks, but not too bad. Again, centered very well. Let's open this one up. This one's a Steel Warrior. Got the Steel Warrior tang, or not tang, but stamp badge there. Again, 440 stainless, and I believe it's just 440A. I could be wrong. Steel Warrior. We got reflection, but yeah, just they fit your hand so nicely. And I'm trying to remember the other company that did make Choctaws for a while. Is back in the day. I want to say it might have been Parker Frost or Parker. I could be 100% wrong. I apologize if I am. I should have done a little more research on that one. Next up, we got a very good looking bone pattern here that, I don't know what the dog head is. Maybe it's bulldog. No, it's not a bulldog, but it's good looking. It's not stag. Sorry, I apologize. Bone, grooved bone, brown bone, maybe an autumn bone type. I don't have the boxes for these anymore, so I don't know. Good build quality again. Look at that, brass liners even. Just amazing. Pretty much right down Broadway again. Oh, trying to remember what brand. It's still a Frost brand. I'm just trying to remember. I think that's Black Hills Cutlery. brand. I think, don't quote me, I'm not positive, but I think, again, 440C or 440A, I'm sorry, I believe it's A anyways, China. But this thing is just, again, just, they fit so good in your hand. I truly wish I would have never prejudged them, you know what I mean? Because I missed out on years of being able to pick up something pretty stinking cool. Okay, the next one's a Steel Warrior. Maybe I should have showed all the Steel Warrior ones first, but they're all Frost Cutlery, ultimately. This one is an ox horn, but they call it Tiger Stripe. And I can't remember if Andrew over at Baxter's Blades got any of these, but, being the Tiger. Um, but they're pretty cool looking. And I don't know if that's a paint on there or an etching, because it feels like an etching, honestly, and everything. But I could be so wrong. Let me get the blade open on that one. I'm sorry. I should have had these all good and wiped down. But again, Steel Warrior, 440 stainless. And you know what? I just realized what I did. I said how long it was overall, but I never said how long the cutting edge was. Looks like the cutting edge is right at 2 3/8. Overall blade length right at 2 3/4, and that's right up to the bolster, tang, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, just beautiful pieces again. Really, like I said, I'm really glad I picked these up. Now, I'll be 100% honest, they came in a lot I wanted. When I first seen them, I was like, oh man. But then I messed with them. I was like, these things are sweet. Okay, next up, we got the large Steel Warrior Choctaw. And I don't think this is the largest they make. I think they call their Bigfoot, which is also a Choctaw pattern, the same. And this is 4.5 inches closed. Again, this is a tiger striping on an ox horn. Oops, that one wanted to tip over. There we go. This thing is a beastly. These are beastlies. Again, very well, good build. Right down Broadway. Nice match strike nail nick. The regular size ones do not have the match strike nail nick. Again, 440 stainless. China. This one's Steel Warrior. But look at this one. For somebody with big hands like I have, that fits so nicely. I would honestly say if HT, he really likes his American-made knives. No problem. I understand. But if HT was looking for a different style of big end to go with, might want to look into some of these big Choctaws, especially if you could find a Parker Frost one or a Parker one. Does this have half stops? Oh my gosh. Look at that wall. I never realized it had half stops. That's pretty cool. I'm going to have to leave that to half stop. Donkey, will you hold that? He says, yeah, why not? This one here I really like the way it looks. It does have some jaggedness. This is ram's horn. Now, this is a natural material. The pins and everything, and the pins on all these have been great. You can feel the shield a little bit. The one part I don't like is back here. It always seems like on their pile sides, their ram's horn, they pick out it looks cool, but you can definitely feel it. The pins aren't proud or anything, but it's just like you can feel it catching a little bit. You know what I mean? It's nothing horrible, but again, very well built. Little space there. I wonder if I could, maybe I'll see if I can squeeze that down a bit. This one's right down Broadway again. Oh, please. Yeah. If you're looking for a favorite Frost knife to get that no other company currently makes, this is the way to go. I tell you, if you want a bigger one, or even the regular size Choctaws, I haven't seen one on Cutlery Corner I got to pick up. It's the only one that's ever had a double badging, and it's Uncle Lucky. So it's got like the Lucky on one side, and then what am I trying to say? The Steel Warrior badge on the other side. It looks cool. Plus, it's green. Green's not necessarily my favorite color, but it's a good color. They're all good colors. Again, here's another bone. This might be more autumn bone. I'm trying to think, is that I don't know. Like I said, I don't have the boxes. For my more inexpensive knives, I don't keep the boxes because it doesn't really add any collectability. That one right there is a proud pin. That's a little print, proud. That's the first one I've noticed, but it's right in one of the groove lines. Not to make excuses, it still shouldn't be as proud as it is, but definitely can feel it. And I want to be honest with every. Look at that half stop. I want to be honest with everybody. Listen, because I'm definitely not a Frost Cutlery shill. What I am is somebody that appreciates cutlery of all brands, sizes, and makes. I prefer bigger knives because I have big friggin' hands. I wear a 2X glove, and sometimes those don't fit depending on the manufacturer. I have big hands. Again, Steel Warrior, 440 stainless. Hey, look, it's me. um, but yeah, just really nice pieces again. You know, and there's something to be said about just having some somewhat inexpensive but yet nice cutlery that doesn't really break the bank. I'm trying to get them all in the photos there. Well, best I'm going to get. I'm not going to spend too much time on trying to organize it. But I hope you learned something today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment. I love you guys' comments. And like I said in my one rant, I don't expect everybody to comment on every video. That's just not realistic. But if once or twice a week you could comment on a video, just even, hey, Stan, I was here or something, that'd be awesome. I appreciate it. And I got to admit, thank you, everybody who's jumped in on the Frosty Friday hashtag, the open tag hashtag. I I never thought it was going to get the amount of supporters that it has. And sometimes I have found that about myself. The things that I think are going to go good are like flops on my channel, and the things that I think are going to be flops seem to go good. And I don't know if maybe I'm just weird and I don't understand everything, or if there's just something in me. I don't know, but I'm not going to talk anymore about that. Like I said, I'm not a Frost Cutlery shill, but I do appreciate good quality cutlery. And the Choctaws especially, I'm going to say 95 times out of 100, you're going to get a really, really nice piece of cutlery that you can enjoy. The Uncle Lucky one, that's a full big size one like these here, I want to say is 1995 from Frost Cutlery from the Cutlery Corner Network. Yeah, I mean that's a good price for a big knife. Maybe I'm a little off. Maybe it's 23 or whatever, but still, that's a good price for a big knife. And they're cool. I mean, like I said, who else makes a knife that looks like that? Some people might say, "Oh, because it sucks." Well, no. This is, I was under that impression too in the beginning, but man, it just it just works. It's so wild how well it works, and ugh. Like I said, you look at it and you go, man, that thing's gonna suck, and then you get one and you're like, okay, the suckometer's not so bad. You play around a little bit more with it and you go, I might be liking these. Great, just what I need, another pattern that I like. And then you look at your wife and you smile, or your significant other and you smile, and I go, oh crap, there goes the vacation. But yeah, thanks for the Frosty Friday. Like I said, all you that have joined in, thank you. It's open to anybody, even you guys that are predominantly American made guys. I know you got some Frost cutleries because just about everybody has some. It can be fixed blade. I don't care. Come out and show it. Have some fun with it. Shoot, I might one of these weeks show some of my Frost Cutlery swords I got. Are they the greatest quality? Would I want to go in the combat, sword combat with them? No. For those of you that don't know, watch the Cutlery Corner bloopers with Tom Odell and the samurai sword. He's going, oh, it's a great quality, hitting it on the table, and it bounces up and stabs him. That broken blade stabs him in the chest. It's really funny. So, they're not designed for combat, but they are very good looking pieces. And they're great. I almost said something different. Great conversation starters and conversation pieces. You have a set of dice shows behind you, and people are like, oh, those are kind of cool. And they want to talk about them a little bit. And then, I did a little bit of history about how they're supposed to be displayed. Like, well, I'll go into that when I show the dice shows because there are different meanings to how they're displayed, So, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this. Hope I didn't ramble on too long. But if you haven't given a Choctaw, Choctaw pattern a try, see if you can find yourself one. Shoot, I'll have to see if I even have a couple extras. I don't believe I do, but I was going to say, I'll double check, and if I have a couple extras, I might even do them as a giveaway, just to, let somebody enjoy them, because I I think you'll be hooked. I mean, I know I was. Hey, let's check the sharpness out of the box with one of these. I have not done this, so let's check sharpness out of the box. Wow, that's a quick cut. I didn't even pull it. Um, yeah, they're pretty much like any knife that you get. There might be one of them in here that is a little on the dull side, because I think that happens with every cutlery company. I know I've gotten dull cases. Never gotten a dull buck though. Somebody else said that, and I was like, God, they're right. But yeah, neither here nor there. For myself, the Knife Emperor and Donkey, we thank you for watching. Um, I hope you have a great Friday. Hope you have a great Valentine's Day. And most of all, live long, prosper, and collect your own way.